I already know the answer to this question, but I'm asking anyway. Have you seen Blade Runner? You haven't seen Blade Runner? I mean, I already knew.
No.
Anyway, Blade Runner is it's a cult classic. It came out in the 1980s. This crazy ass sci-fi movie with Harrison Ford in it. All right, how can I sum the movie up real quick? All right, so they got these these androids that can pass for humans. They're called replicants, and they make them for like slave labor and shit like that. And like some crazy shit happened, so they got banned from Earth. Like it was illegal for them to be on Earth. Like if they caught a replicant on Earth, they would kill it. But they don't call it killing; they call it retiring it to put that spin on it to not make it sound as heinous. So like this special police force called Blade Runners, they were tasked with like getting rid of the replicants if they were on Earth and shit like that. Harrison Ford was a Blade Runner.
Okay.
He was that nigga.
So he was a replicant.
No, he's a Blade Runner.
Oh, the Blade Runners get rid of the replicants.
Yeah, they hunt the replicants. The replicants are the androids that can pass for humans. And like they each step, like each level, they made them more and more advanced to the point where they couldn't even fucking tell. So they had this special test, like this verbal test that they would give the whoever to see if they were a replicant or not.
Sounds like Westworld a little bit.
You could say this is where Westworld got it from.
Got the idea from?
Yeah, this happened in 1980. It's from a book. The original book is called "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" Something like that by I think his nigga's name is Philip Dick or something like that. This crazy ass book that they made a fucking movie. The movie was fucking. What are you laughing at?
What's his name?
Philip Dick.
Oh, suck.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
You a literate motherfucker. Do you even know how to read books like that? I don't think so. Anyway, that's what the movie was about. It was this crazy ass sci-fi movie. He was this OG nigga. He got out the game. He was like, no, I'm done. That he pulled him back in because these replicants went rogue, started killing motherfuckers, straight killing them. Like they came to Earth, started wiping niggas out. So they got him like, look, you need to come back. You need to get these motherfuckers out of here. So they, all right, fuck it. They didn't give him a choice. They roped him into the shit like, either you do it or else. So he ain't have no fucking choice. Fucking did the shit, got these niggas out of here. Ended the move. Well, he ended up meeting this one replicant. She was bad as shit.
Don't tell me. I plan on watching it by tomorrow.
You ain't watching this shit.
How do you know? I might watch it.
You want to watch Blade Runner?
I might watch Blade Runner.
Anyway, the movie was fucking crazy as shit. That's what I'll say. I didn't even know this was coming out. Like, some niggas probably knew. I didn't know they were making a sequel to Blade Runner. Because shit came out in the 1980s. I didn't know anything about this shit. Heard about this shit today. They just random announcement on YouTube. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Where did shit come from? So we're going to check this shit out. It's going to be your day one. Blade Runner was my shit. This is going to be my shit. Let's see what's up. Shit going to look way better now.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard. If they're a benefit, it's not my problem.
That's what Harrison Ford said in the first movie. That's what he said. A nigga Decker. The original nigga that directed it, Ridley Scott. You got the original nigga to come back? Okay.
Your job once. I was good at it.
Huh. Yeah.
I didn't think
Is that the original gun he had?
Things were simpler then.
Okay, even though I didn't see it, the fact that you said he was in the old one and now he's in this one is kind of decent. Right? Right?
Hey, next year?
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh, whoa. Now, I know I'll probably get I know people will probably curse me out saying, yo, you haven't seen Blade Runner?
They're gonna roast the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I know they are, but I wasn't born yet.
They're especially gonna roast the fuck out of you for laughing at Philip Dick.
What?
That shit funny, huh? I hope that nigga see the video and be like, oh, that nigga laughing at my name. Come down here and pimp smack the fuck out of you.
No.
That shit funny, nigga? Smack you with the fucking book. Read this shit.
Look, okay, let's get it together. This movie, okay, I didn't see the first one. I apologize. But this movie looks decent just off the few seconds that they just showed.
This nigga had the original gun that he had in the fucking movie. That's probably the same shit.
Are you sure this is the original?
That looked like the same fucking gun, yo. It looked like the same gun he had in the movie. When he was busting shots, he was killing motherfuckers and shit.
Damn,
it looked like the same fucking gun he had. See, I can't tell. Well, are you gonna watch the movie?
I'm gonna watch it.
All right, well, no, I can't tell you what happened at the end of the
Yeah,
movie.
that's,
Anyway,
I would hope not.
Anyway,
Spoiler?
that shit was fucking wild and shit, man. And that nigga, he came right the fuck back, like, nigga, I was you.
Damn.
So he's
So he's telling him, I used to have the job that you're taking
like,
on
I
now.
used to be a Blade Runner, because he apparently, well, I gotta watch what I say. He ain't a Blade Runner no more, apparently. But Ryan Gosling is a Blade Runner
the
now.
new version. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch the first joint, right? Then when this comes out, I'm gonna watch that one. So this time when we go inside the theater, I won't have to ask you 1,000 questions like I did when we went to go watch Star Wars.
Yeah, you better watch the shit, cause I'm not gonna be answering shit. I'm not answering shit. What, you beatboxing? What are you doing?
Man, look.
This shit crazy, man.
Damn, I am so... 2017 is the year for
Damn.
movies, man.
This shit came out of nowhere. I didn't even know this shit was coming out. Like, yo, Blade Runner is that shit. And what's crazy is, like, it came out in, I think, 1982. Even in 1982, like, that shit looked crazy. It looked crazy. Like, even if you watch it today, because, like, some movies, like, you know what I mean? Back then, they were the shit. But now, you know, effects have come so far, you go back and watch, like, man, what is this bullshit? You can go back and watch it and still say, yo, that shit look crazy.
Are
that
you
shit
serious?
look wild. Yeah.
Yo, that is
shit look
ridiculous,
wild. Like, some
man.
things, you know what I mean? Something they age well. Like, I believe Blade Runner aged well. Like, no, it doesn't match today's standards, graphic wise and CGI
But still, it was
and shit
good
like
for
that.
us.
But back then, compared, like, thinking about what they had to work with, that shit was phenomenal, yo.
Well, let me ask you this.
Phenomenal.
Years and years down the line, right? When you... whole different movie, but when you look back at the Matrix, do you think the Matrix will still stand out?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
So that's how Blade Runner is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I know nothing about the storyline, but I'm excited to watch it.
Blade Runner was that shit. And honestly, like, Blade Runner started a lot of shit, man. Like, as far as, you know, the androids and all that shit, because, like, prior to that, I don't know any movie that really took it there and did shit like that. Like, I mean, I don't know. Terminator, but then Terminator came after Blade Runner. Like, if Blade Runner was in 1982, I think Terminator 1 was like in 84 or something like that. So Blade Runner was really
84?
old. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Terminator 1 was like 84.
Yo,
I
that is
believe.
crazy. I thought, I was at least expecting early 90s. See,
No, Terminator 2 was in the 90s.
Got you.
But yeah, like, without Blade Runner, there would be no Westworld. They would, well, I can't say that because the original Westworld, that was in the 1980s too. Because Westworld was a movie. Directed by Michael Crichton.
The 90s and the 80s and the 70s grandfather half of this shit that we watching now.
Hell yeah,
on TV.
like the 80s, yo, the 80s was crazy, yo. The 80s was crazy. Like, so many crazy movies came out in the 80s. It's, yo, it blows the mind. It blows the fucking mind. But, what are you singing? Is that Sunglasses at Night? The remix version? The struggle version? Struggles at Night? Like, get out of here, man. Anyway, this movie I didn't see coming. The fact that they still got Harrison Ford in the shit and it's gonna, like, it ain't no reboot, nothing like that. It's a direct continuation.
Right?
Direct continuation in the year 2049.
You know what? Respect to them because I get so sick of reboots. I get so sick of prequels. I can't take this shit anymore, man. Thank you for the continuation.
That shit is crazy. Oh my god, I want to know where they're gonna go with this shit, man. Because I want to know what. Cause there's a lot of theories people have about the first movie that I can't really get into now because you haven't seen the shit.
And because you don't want to spoil it, because if you spoil it, I go upside your head as if you spoil it.
I wish you would, nigga.
I wouldn't go upside your head. I just wouldn't want you to spoil it. See, I need to watch this shit by the night. I'm gonna watch 6 episodes of Arrow. Then I'm gonna hop onto that movie. I'll have the whole rundown for you tomorrow. I'll write a report, an essay, give you a thesis topic, all that shit that you need.
You better not write that shit in hieroglyphics again like you did last time, drawing little pictures and stick figures and shit like that. Because I ain't reading that shit, yo. It better be actual words, paragraphs, formatted, single spaced. If I see a bunch of pictures, I'm gonna ball that shit up and throw it out, yo. But you better watch that shit.
I'm gonna watch it.
Cause that, yo.
You seem pretty passionate about this.
Yeah,
movie,
because
so-
Blade Runner was that shit, yo. It was that shit. A lot of this shit wouldn't even be around if it wasn't for Blade Runner.
Damn,
and
yo.
the rest of the movies that was in the 80s.
Came out
Because
in
they
nin-
started
so
the
it
shit,
came out
yo.
in 1982. So you were about. Let me see. You were about.
I was about what? That's what I thought. Sound like him, though.
One man against the resources of an entire cartel. Who do you think you're dealing with here, Brian? Look at the money!
Oh, so
He got the voice, though.